Hi again, it's Ryan Miller with Etna Interactive, and we're here today to talk about another significant change at Google, this one happening with Google Local Search. Now, fair warning, I think some of you aren't going to be all too happy about this change, but by the end we're going to talk to you a little bit about how you can exploit this change to benefit your practice. Now, I think the thing that we all have to accept is Google, over the last year and a half, has very much felt like unstable ground, and the truth is, the one thing we can count on from Google is change. That's our one constant. So let me start by giving you an example to illustrate exactly what we've seen happening over the last few weeks at Google. Now, I'm going to perform a search here, and this particular search is focusing on medical spa Albany. And this is a fairly normal result. We're used to seeing this. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to repeat the search, and in the examples on your screen, these were performed just seconds apart. I'm going to perform that same search again, but I'm going to add the superlative best. Now, take a look at the difference in the two results. When I added the keyword best medical spa Albany, Google interpreted this as though I was in the market and in looking in that particular market for the actual best provider. And what it triggered Google to do was to, on this desktop search result, was to include a local pack sorted and ordered by what Google thought was the best provider of medical spa services based on its own native ratings and reviews. Now, this is a desktop search, and this isn't why this particular change is particularly interesting. It's really, it's all about this patient. So think about her. You know, she's on the street, she's contemplating services, she's researching you on her mobile phone. And as you and I both know, when we're out and about, we're using our phone, and especially when we're using voice search, we search differently. If we're searching for a restaurant or a service provider, it's very common for us to speak or type the word best in front of our search. And so we see this particular type of search, this particular type of query climbing in popularity. And the reality is people are searching for the best option of just about anything. And the reality is that Google wants to have an answer for them. And so in order to get there, they are relying heavily on native Google reviews and ratings. So let's dive in. We'll go a little bit deeper here. Whether you're wanting to be found as the best plastic surgeon in your market, if you're concerned about being seen as the best ophthalmologist in your space, depending on where you go, if derm is your thing, it doesn't really matter. And looking in my own backyard, I'm going to do a search there and show you the results on the screen for just a medical spa. And what we find is in all cases on mobile, if I'm using the keyword best, that local pack dominates. And specifically, Google is choosing to order those results differently than if I had not included the word best. And they're favoring specifically results with a large number of high quality, basically highly rated reviews. Now, let's be clear, in terms of local rankings, other factors are still relevant. So things like proximity to where the user is searching or to the city's center is still very, very important. Optimization factors and how your listings are categorized all do influence things. But specifically what's happening here is Google is making a judgment call about who they believe is the best provider in a market. So the reality is Google is judging you. Now, what do we do about that? The answer is very simple. You need to focus the efforts, your efforts and those of your team, on cultivating native Google reviews. Those means reviews that are left by Google users on the Google My Business platform. Now, at the end of the day, we have to probably get a little bit more practical than that, right? And when it's time to take action, the step that you need to take is to step back, assess both your tools. Those may be the printed resources or web pages that you use to facilitate and help patients leave those ratings and reviews. Also, the talk tracks, the training that you provided with your team where they encourage patients to leave those reviews for your practice. You need to review both of those things and make sure that they place special emphasis on reviews and ratings on Google. And I recommend specifically that you implement programs to incentivize your staff, not your patients. It's illegal to incentivize patients to leave reviews without them disclosing that they've been compensated in those reviews. But incentivize your staff to encourage those reviews. Now, if you need ideas about staff incentive programs for Etna Interactive clients, give a quick call to your account executive or send them an email and we'll share some ideas back with you. Now, I think this is a great topic, and I know some of you are going to have questions about it. We invite you to send those questions to us. Hit us up on Facebook, send me an email directly, and of course, if you're not already, we invite you to subscribe to our newsletter. Good luck, and have a great day.